Alrighty, folks, here we go. Here's the last one out of that tropical IPA box. We are looking at Voodoo-Ranger 1985 Mango IPA from, of course, New Belgium. Still the best artwork in the business. Alrighty, let's see what we got going on here. So we're looking at 6.7 for the ABV. 30 for the IBU. Oh, let's get that ice chip out of there. We don't want no damn ice in our beer. There we go. Yeah, that glass might have been in the freezer overnight. It's freaking hot out. That's why. Plus, I like my beer cold. All right. Oh, she's cold, all right. She's chunky. She ain't gonna be chunky for long. Hot out here. Well, I guess slushy would be a better descriptor. Hey, just think of it as like slushies for adults, right? Here we go. All right. Let's clear off some of that condensation, and you can see that beautiful orange gold. Oh, let's give her double ducks, man. That's a 22, and there's floaties in there besides the beer that froze to the side of the glass because the glass is so cold. I mean, you can actually see it nucleating off the ice chips where it adhered to the side of the glass. I'm going to say she's cold. So the yeast we're looking at is London Ale 3. The hops, which they are nice enough to give us, is Pato, Cascade, Citra, Simcoe, and Centennial. Whew, man, that's cold beer. There was an alcohol in here. It should be frozen solid. 29.5. Water freezes at that temperature. Now we know why the beer froze to the side of the glass. Okay, well that's a little colder than I wanted to drink her. But we're not going to complain. There you go. I'm going to take a look at that head. It seems nice. Not the smoothest or the creamiest, but good enough for the government cheese, my friends. So, we're going to run this one. Literally. Look at that. Might be a little cold. Well, cold or not, we still got to go all Biden up on this. So it's Biden time. Let's get that sniffer in there. At this temperature, she is still fruity and tropical. Like, really, really nice, man. So we did one of the other ones where she was a lot more pineapple forward, and this one is not. This one is definitely much more mango, guava, a little bit of stone and pineapple. Pretty much in that order. You might want to move pineapple 1 up, but not by much. Then again, she's cold and she smells delicious, so slip of the tongue. Oh, that is so nice. Not even intradentals, just soft palate all the way to the back, tip of the tongue. That was it. The flavor is literally translated from the nose. So, as she warms up, I'm definitely getting more mango now. Peach, pineapple, Yeah, so there's a lot of stone in here, on top of the mango, on top of the pineapple, low guava. So, okay, that works for me. So we gave you the hops, let's give you the malts. For the malts, we're looking at pale, malted oats, and white wheat. Okay, all sounds good. The only problem is, the beer and the glass are both too cold. As of right now, the beer in the glass is 33. So we're up 4. That's not bad. Let's pause, give her a minute, see if we can't bring her up to a more acceptable temperature. 29. I think that's about the coldest we ever drank a beer. We'll be right back. Alright, since we started so cold, I thought maybe we could jump a few numbers this time. We are looking at 37. So we're up 8 points instead of 6. And we're actually getting into somewhat closer to the approved beer drinking range. Okay. Let's get that bidenometer in there and give her a good old sniff. The nose has gotten softer. How? How were all the oils and esters releasing when it was so cold, and now they're contracting back in? I don't know. She's really, really flat now, though. Mango into like a fruit punch. Literally all we're getting. It doesn't look like she's going to lace much for us, but we'll find out. But we're still going to slip of the tongue because we are those people. Still deliciously cold though. Okay, much better mouthfeel now. Intras and soft palate. Nothing out into the bugles, sublinguals, or extras. Front third of the tongue. She rides the roof of the mouth all the way back, hits the back of the throat, and goes right down. It's not as dirty as you would think, but again, she's cold and tasty. Now, the flavor profile pretty much reflects the nose once again at this point. It's just, well, it just is what it is. It's that mango, man. So, let's pause. Let's get her up into the approved temperature zone. See what she's going to show us. And to be absolutely fair, she's way too cold to be drinking at the temperature we had her at. We're sitting at 41 now, so we'll be back in just a second. If I can get the camera to stop. Alright, well, one of the nice things about living in Phoenix in the summer is cold beers warm fast. It's not always nice, but it's nice for us sometimes. So we're looking at 44. So let's see what we got. That nose is still just hanging in mango. I'm not even really getting the fruit punch behind it at this point. Maybe a little bit. And Miss Squizzy. Slip of the tongue. Pretty much the same as she was at 38. Soft palate, no real intra, extra, buccal, or even sublingual. Tip of the tongue is the only thing involved. It rides crest across the top and goes into the back, drops down the back of the throat. At this point, I'm expecting her to start getting dirtier. right? We're in the approved zone. So we're at the very bottom of the approved zone, but I'm expecting this beer to start dirtying up. I'm not really seeing it. I'm kind of surprised. My teeth are starting to chalk out a little, though. That kind of makes sense, because what did we say the ABV was on this? Food on the grill. With my neighbor, the boy can't cook. So yeah, we said 6.7 for the ABV, 6.7. So yeah, it's 7. I'm expecting the teeth to start chalking out. It's okay. All right, just to make the purists happy, we're sitting at 48, the top of the approved range. Of course, it's completely subjective, and you should always drink as you like to drink. Don't let people tell you what to do, man. Same nose, mango. Okay, so the rest of the fruit notes are starting to present a little more. Still, could be dirtier. Fast, medium fast. I was kind of hoping we would end on a bang, but it doesn't look like it. So, 48.6 would be 54. So let's bring her up to 54, maybe 56. Crazy. And see if she starts to pop, because at that, what would we give it? Double Ducks, 22? Does take a little while for them to really start to open and blossom. So back in just a minute. Alrighty, my friends. We have 58 to 7.9. I'm going to call that 58. We have enough beer to do one more run and bring her up to the 60s and see what she's going to show us. But let's see what she's going to show us at 58. So, salud. The mango has died back, and we're getting more of like a fruit punch nose now. I would say we're looking at 60-40 mango fruit punch, 55-45 mango fruit punch. Smells good, do not get me wrong. So, looks good, smells good. It's an obligation. We are obliged to slip her the tongue. Okay, that was odd. Super thin, super fast right now. Finally got dirty, but it took, what, 3-4 seconds to dirty up. There's a bitter note in there that kind of surprised me. The flavor profile is flattened out, so she's like a flat fruit punch beer. Even though she's still fully carbonated, there's just no real effervescence and punch to it. Intradental, soft palate, nothing on the tongue. Crest all the way to the back and down. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's fine. Is it the best beer out of the pack so far? I'm going to go with no. But it ain't bad. But we still got a couple more ticks on the therm. Let's see where that takes us. Maybe we're just at that breaking point where it's going to flip and then boom and explode for us and show us something really interesting. but we're not there yet. So, oh, I lied. We are there now. I got 61, 62. We're in the 60s. We're going to do it. Which was supposed to go to 64. But no, I cheated and went to 58 instead of 56. So, hey, I can call an audible, man. Omaha, Omaha. Nose is actually getting fruitier. Again, it's a fruit punch nose. It's not the mango nose. A slip of the tongue. The flavor profile is still just fruit punchy. She's not flat anymore. She started to present a little better. Bittered up on the back end, but nothing outside of, the wheelhouse. We're going to call it here. All right, so buy this beer again. No. Drink this beer again? Sure. Try it on tap? Love to. Handed this to me out of the cooler, I'd say thank you, but then I would say, well, what else do you have from that box? Because there are better beers from that box. Good for the style? Okay for the style. Interesting flavor progression? Yes, but not particularly stellar. Nothing really stands out. 4.5? Give her a 4.5. Give her a 4.25. Because I'm really not knocked out by this. I was expecting a lot more, man. But that's why I never make assumptions and keep your expectations low. Ray Wiley Hubbard, musician. I have the shirt inside. It's actually a really good quote. It says, "When I keep my appreciation higher than my expectations, I tend to have a really good day." I think that sounds solid advice right there. And this just kind of goes to show why. I appreciate you guys showing up, though. So, thanks for coming by. Putting my balls on. You're my people. Love you. Big three, my friends. Happy, healthy, safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant, gray man, head on swivel, hot and handy. Hot and handy. Your responsibility to make sure you're compliant. You know what the fuck you're doing. Other than that, I will catch you on the next one. We finally finish these up, so I will get them up this week. Skol. No. Don't let this beer get warm. You might want to drink this at the mid-30s to mid-40s. Seems to be about the right window. AMF, my friends. That means, adios, my friends. Alpha, Mike, Foxtrot. Later.